Welcome to another episode of Home Field Advantage. In case you don't know what Home Field Advantage is, this is a kind of showcase series that we go ahead and do a 3-match set, showcasing a killer on their home or lore map. On this episode, we're going to be covering the Hillbilly on his home map, the Thompson house. Technically, you could put him on any of the Coldwind maps and it's his home map, but at the same time, I figured the Thompson house is probably the most important in terms of lore aside from maybe Cowshed, but Cowshed's kind of an obvious pick, so I wanted to go ahead and do the Thompson house. Now, to briefly go over the rules, for the first match, we're going to be using DBD League perk balancing for both killer and survivors, and for the killer in the first match, no add-ons are allowed. In the second match, the perk balancing still applies, however, the killer will be allowed to bring up to blue, aka rare add-ons. And for the third match, survivors will still be restricted to the DBD League builds, however, our killer will be allowed to bring whatever they want in terms of both perks and add-ons. No restrictions at all. Why do it this way? Well, because I figure, depending on how the first 2 matches go, it could be interesting to see how the killer would look when they're allowed to do basically whatever they want to. Due to being heavily restricted in the first 2 matches, I feel like this is a fair way to end the set. Plus, it's cool to see what people bring when they don't have to pick from a certain pool. Now, let's talk about who's going to be playing in this set. Now, for the survivors, we had Styles pull from both Team Unforgiven and Team Eclipse for players, as well as him himself playing, so thank you again, Styles, for getting survivors together for this. These would not be possible without you. For our Hillbilly player, we have Uncle Stan Bana, who is a Hillbilly content creator. He's been doing so for like 5 years now, I think. I remember first discovering him all the way back in like the end of 2022, beginning of 2023 or something like that. So he's been around for a while. Of course, he's a P100 Billy man, and he's just an overall very good player. And joining me on the co-casting is frickin' Nick. I actually have Nick to thank for this episode even happening with the cast that it does, because he's the one that got me in contact with Stan. So once again, a massive thank you to Nick for also helping make this episode happen. You can find everyone who wanted something linked in the description, and I believe both Nick and Stan will be using the YouTube collab system, so be sure to check out their channels as well, because again, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for all of them taking part, so be sure to go show them some love. But I believe that's everything we have to go over in the intro, so without further delay, let's get into the set. What do we got? I have a HUD that doesn't work, there we go. Painres crowd control pop undying, really? Crowd control is an interesting pick.
Yeah, crowd control and dying is kind of... It's basically like bam.
A little bit of lag there. I think with a map like Thompson House, there's not that many windows, so crowd control is probably a better pick.
That's true. I mean, he is going to shut down cow trees, second vault.
Right now. Ooh.
There we go.
I was very close. Pallets down. So now this loop is no longer usable.
Yeah, then I gotta leave.
Oh. I already found Undying.
And there goes the Undying, yeah.
We're on 0 right now. He's gonna make this pallet, but that's fine. I think we're okay with just chewing pallets and getting resources out early. Because what are they gonna have left? Very nice movement there.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, they got 3 gens in the works right now. We got the one middle of the map, the 2 mid map, and then the last one is up at like 1, 2 o'clock-ish.
Could be a slight problem here, though. I think our ace did spot out the other totem, so it's on a timer now.
Yeah, they're already rotating in for pole. Let's see if he's gonna go try to cut off in mid-map, and they're gonna go across the top.
I do have to say, I'm kind of surprised. I'm gonna double check this real fast and make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, I'm very surprised Painres is not banned on Billy.
Yeah, that's an incredibly strong perk for a high tier killer, but yeah.
So we chase off the unhook, but well, this gen gets stopped. Do they find the other person?
Oh, he didn't get it in time for pop.
No, that
I
sucks.
think his pop ran out as he was kicking it.
That's a little unfortunate, but I think it's okay. Just because of the sheer amount of map pressure that Billy has.
Yeah.
Now, are we going to get Shaq out early here? No. And then comes the life play. Oh, and they leave.
It's not worth his time, even with that window blocked. But the window's blocked until they vault 4 more. Or cleanse the totem, so.
I think that was actually a better play, because now Shaq is just force out the pallet. They can't vault the window again.
Yeah, unless they find 4 other vaults, but Cow Tree's still blocked, so.
I mean, even then, no one's near the totem. And if they have to go to Shaq to get chased, they have to pre-drop the pallet and then leave. There's not a lot to be played at Shaq, so I do think, yeah, crowd control's a very good pick.
Was that drama? That was drama.
That was drama.
Okay. I saw those knees go up. All right, looks like we're gonna get 2 gens pop before the next down, probably, or before the next hook.
Yeah, it's looking pretty likely.
Oh!
He played that so dangerously.
Yeah, he did.
He's in range for that? That felt wonky.
Yeah.
And sure enough, there's the second gem pop. We're down to 3.
3,
2.
so 2 gens left.
So that's finesse drama on Nia there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Probably not the right person to be chasing, but... what do we got here?
Chooses to
not worth their time.
Ditch the totem and head back to the gens. Right? To the other gens.
At this point, you kind of have to pick your battles. On it. Yeah, this totem's gonna go. He's not gonna go to it in time.
Oh,
but we
and
do
there
get
we
it
go.
down for it at least,
down,
so that's
yep.
not bad. Nope. And we're not caring about the totem pop. We're just gonna take our hook.
And get that pain res, probably.
So now Shaq is viable again. You can technically run Couchery now, even though it's just the window.
And that pain res hits main building gen, which is, I mean, if I'm Stan, I am not even going near main.
Absolutely not, no. Which is probably a better call, considering the person on main gen has Balance Landing. Ooh.
Oh, what a crouch tech.
We're taking the M1 for that. I feel it. Fair enough. And we're staying on this. Interestingly. There we go.
There we go. Oh, man.
Just a little too late, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This is going to be... No, he's not breaking the pallet, really. Just going for the M1. Yeah, we're just bloodlusting this. Ooh, good fake.
Wow. Strong 50.
Now we break. The amount of fillers on this map feels... Damn. It feels like there's more fillers on this map than normal.
It's just pallet density, I'm telling you.
Ooh.
Oh, man, he's getting so close on some of these.
This should be it.
We got 1 gen left.
No, wow.
Wow.
I mean, that last gen is going to pop.
Yeah, they're doubling up on it right now.
Yeah, Zero is buying a lot of time for their team right now.
He's buying so much time.
And there it is. So if you're standing in this position, do you just want to take the 1K or maybe just hook and try to get greedy?
Let's see. If I'm
Billy
standing right
either.
now, yeah. We had Claudette here lurking for the save. He died under a pallet. I think I go for the. I might even just start slugging at this point.
Oh,
just trying to
Styles!
see what I can get. There we go.
Styles, no! What are you doing there? Interesting attempt to pick.
You gotta leave Styles on the ground here.
Yeah.
Which Stan knows that. Styles
Everyone's
knows
here,
that.
though.
Yep.
We're picking?
Oh, he doesn't leave Styles.
I think we're going for fresh hooks.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Which is not like this is a full-on comp set, so freshes don't... Oh, no, we're just getting a better hook position, I think.
Yeah,
to be clear,
barely gets a hook off.
I am counting fresh hooks in the match results, but it's not like they fully matter in this case. We're just gonna slug that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a interesting call there.
Opening the other gates.
Out goes the pallet.
We got Nia lurking for the saves. He sees Claudette.
But it does have For the People here, so this could be something.
Oh, he has to see Nia here. Yep.
And then comes the unhook. Claudette is right there.
There's the pickup.
Are they gonna just leave, I wonder? I feel like they should now.
Wait, he didn't see Claudette. Oh.
That's actually crazy. I think we get Claudette here, though. With the body block.
Without the boots, I don't know.
Oh,
yeah, he's not able to curve those nearly as much, yeah.
Okay, we're not going for you anyway, gamer. Good power drop. At this point, yeah, M1 Styles, get him on the ground. Ooh. Get down, Mr. President. They're gonna leave.
Yeah, just protect the fresh hook, right?
Yep. Styles is still... Okay, Styles is at the other gate. So this is 1K5? Not bad.
Yeah. Not bad at all. Honestly,
Considering
there's
how well
one
Survivors
chainsaw.
play?
Yeah, there's one chainsaw against the ace that absolutely would have hit if he had had engravings on, and I think Stan may have just had like that muscle memory down.
Yeah, having no add-ons when you're used to add-ons is definitely going to mess with your muscle memory.
Yeah, because add-ons, like, they are game changers for Hillbilly, so we'll have to see how the next two go. But overall, a very respectable outcome.
Yep, Thompson's mix, Dad's boots. And we actually changed up the build. We've got Corrupt, Bam, Pain Res, and Pop. So no more Crowd Control Undying. We've got Corrupt and Bam instead.
And Bamboozle kind of puts the window blocking in his own hand, which is good for, like, I'd say better for micro, worse for macro. Does that make sense?
It's better in the moment for chase, I think, but overall,
yeah.
I don't think it offers as much value.
Though it is taking up one perk slot instead of two.
Correct. Ooh. Very close. We're going for window here? I feel like that's a death trap, Styles.
Yeah, let's see.
He's dead.
There we go.
Oh my god. Wow. Masterfully played.
Oh, he's just
leaving off that. I don't blame him.
Okay, there we go.
That's an insane start for the survivors, actually.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you gotta go back to those red gens.
Sprint burst. We're gonna bam this. Here we are.
There we go. I was gonna say.
This has got to be pallet going down.
They're gonna drop it, yep.
We are working on a gen right next to this chase, though.
I was gonna say now he's got the curve radius that he needs.
Don't mind me. I definitely wasn't
We need a pain
swapped
res,
off.
but they're on the other side of. They're on the far reaches of the planet.
They're all
oh
in the corners. We do at least have pop for something, like
That's
this one. But yeah,
they were just all over by Maine, which you don't want to be over there.
The Scorch Hook RNG is not on your side right now.
Nope.
Though, our potential tunnel out is running right to one.
There we go.
This could be actually pretty decent, depending on how far they get.
So the gen right behind them just popped.
He does not care. Styles is on that gen right there, but he's just focused on getting 0 down.
Let's see, what is...
Oh, found Styles.
There we go.
I do believe Unbreakable is banned in this set, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Oh.
Oh, I think if he had stuck it out, that may have worked.
He called that pathing perfectly.
Yeah.
0's already up.
There's the pickup on 0.
Wow. These guys are very coordinated.
They are, yeah, incredibly efficient. We're just about to see that 3rd gen pop.
Yep.
So not for nothing, because he's got, well, he got a pain res, but they don't have a whole lot of progress on the gens at this
There was
point.
someone right behind him here. I just heard them run off. We still have no pain reses, man.
Oh, they're so far away.
They're literally all in the corners.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
Okay, so he hit Claudette's generator, which is at about 25. And now it's almost at 0 again.
Oh, Andy's gonna... No, we didn't spot Claudia there. I think we're worried about the Nia that we saw before.
Oh, we're going all the way up to Maine now.
He's waiting to Batman them.
Just gonna top rope him.
Where's Ooh. Well, this isn't gonna matter because we have balance landing on Styles. Yep, in comes balance
go back to
landing.
the hook,
Oh,
right?
Oh, I don't know
no.
about this one. What just happened?
I think he tried to feather it and didn't quite get there. Or maybe he just let it go because he had the Thompson mix.
Maybe. Oh, wait, this is our ace.
He turned the wrong way. Okay.
Getting ace out at this point would be fantastic.
Yeah. Though possibly 2. Well, they're doubling up on 1 gen. I was thinking they were separate gens, but no.
I think at this point, yeah, you saw the door. Oh, he didn't make the door. He went for the window. Free drop, yeah. This pallet's rough when you're trying to run that loop.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
There we go.
Everyone's on
the
gens
gen up
right now,
above
so
him.
there's no save here.
He's already hit him with a pain res, so he doesn't need this pain res, but it's just the closest hook.
We're still looking at least a 2K here, I think.
Yeah, I think it could very well be a 2K.
Considering we have someone dead before going into endgame this time around, we should be looking at 2K again.
So he's not going for the pop value and instead going for the chase. Probably the right call just because there's 3 people, 3 gens.
I mean, at that point, I don't think kicking that gen is worth it at all. There's not enough progress.
Oh, they
there,
decided to
never mind
double
for a
up on the Shack gen.
That's, yeah, fair enough.
So that way Nia wasn't sandbagging his teammates.
And there's the pop.
Oh,
that
got
actually
the blind
blinded.
there.
Wow. There's the BAM. Very good check spot there. Do they get this gate open in time?
I don't think so.
Ooh.
So Claudette still has Shack Pallet, so this isn't the easiest chase to take.
That was smart, actually.
Oh,
They
wait.
slow
Oh,
vaulted
yeah.
in to go back out with live.
So we've got the hatch. Claudette's right between the hatch and the exit gate.
He has one shot at getting this down.
Yeah, if he misses a single chainsaw, then
There it
it's
is.
probably GG's.
Oh no! Yeah, now they make hatch. The thing is, though, if he
Or
cuts
do
around for
they?
this, they're going. Oh, yep.
Oh,
Man,
so close.
that was a very well played game by the survivors there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the difference maker was because he had a better build. I mean, they
Oddly
just-
enough, this is continuing a trend that I've seen with the series so far. Is the killer has been getting a slightly worse result in the second match, even with add-ons.
I wonder if it's because the survivor was starting to clock Stan and his playstyle, maybe.
Potentially, but I think it's also the fact that, okay, I have add-ons now, I'm a little more comfortable, and they're getting potentially too comfortable? Because this has
Okay.
been a continuing trend with every single killer. This is not saying anything about Stan specifically.
Uh-huh. So what did he bring?
Yep. Spike boost engravings.
And,
And he's got
Ruined Thrill.
Eruption, and bam. No Undying is interesting. I feel like you want to go all in on that potentially.
Yeah, I think if it were me, I would have done Ruin and Dying Thrill and then bam.
Oh, that was so close. I think Eruption might just be there for the backup plan, but he definitely could have gone all in.
He's zoning him into the corner.
Oh, he's dead. He's getting back rubbed. Nice. I think that's
Let's
the
see where
fastest
these
down we've
gens-
seen so far today. Are we going for slugs?
Yeah.
No.
Got a Gen bottom mid.
Ooh.
Gen about
Just missed
2
it.
o'clock-ish.
Yeah, those gen placements are pretty accurate from what you just said.
So they're calling out the Ruin to their teammates now, if they didn't know about it before.
Yeah, the Nia did discover it. Though... Okay. We're kind of just going back and forth right now.
They're just kind of
They're
pushing people off
getting-
Gen, staying near the hook.
Oh. And this is where Ruin's going to be extra valuable.
Yeah, now we got pushed enough a Gen that was very far progressed. Going right back the hook.
Ooh. These totem placements aren't bad either. Styles with balanced landing. We are going to be popping that bottom mid-gen as long as they don't go back right now.
Yeah, but 2 o'clock is... They got pushed off that one.
And Claudette's already
Where's
back
Zero
on
at?
it.
Oh, Zero's at like that 11 o'clock gen right next to main.
Yep.
He's close to the totem.
I think I can even hear the totem. Hmm. Forces out Shack pallet.
There goes that shot, yep.
You gonna try to curve this? Yeah. Oh, and he blocks the
But he
window.
cuts it off and he... Yeah, there
Very
we go.
well done.
Okay, they're doubling up on the one by main.
Actually perfectly stopped his sprint right in front of the window. That couldn't have been any better off for him.
Claudette, I think, is positioning herself for a save while also keeping eyes out for the totem. Oh. Did you not see her?
We may be just trying to get information on where everyone is right now.
She was a bee's dick away from seeing that totem. I wonder if they're not even going to worry about Ruin at this point.
They may have already found the totem and noticed it was through as well. Oh my god. Almost destroyed Claudette there.
Yeah.
So they might decide that pushing through Ruin is the better option instead of for the people.
Oh, there we go. For the people.
Doesn't want to take it.
Yeah, wants to go for the tunnel out.
Oh, that totem is such a good spot. It's in between those barrels, so you really have to look.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to find. And then the other one's like in the bathroom in the main.
Yeah, the room that no one ever goes in on this map.
Yeah.
Unless you're running the outside window. And that pallet's still up.
There we go. The one at main's gonna pop. And then Ace's... Oh, Ace sees that totem.
Ooh. Setting up for a flashlight save?
Looks like it.
He's gonna...
Turn away, stand. Don't look into the lights.
Okay, perfect. And so we're going into a one-gen situation with honestly a somewhat controllable gen spread, considering main
Ruin
is now
and Thrill
done.
both still up.
There's no progress
And
at
no
all.
gens really have progress, yeah. Oh, wait, actually, no. The gen at about 9 o'clock,
It's
8
like
o'clock.
40%.
Yeah.
But this person is injured. They do have Country to play. Though, how much is it going to matter
ban
when
it?
we can just M1?
Oh, we don't ban.
I think they're threatening the... Oh! Blythe. I think he wanted to threaten the saw there so he could potentially get the pallet out. Nice!
Wow. That was a good one.
And now we're going for slugs.
Yeah. Honestly,
I think
smart.
this is the right call. Yeah, we found our Nia. You gotta run this the other way. Okay. I was gonna say, that truck has to be run the other way. You give them the window otherwise. Not getting blinded by the firecracker this time.
Claudette's been picked up.
Are we just resigning to die edge map? Oh, very nice.
Takes the M1.
We're gonna leave this. Yeah, Ruin absolutely killed this gen. It's
Yeah,
down to
Claudette's
like
gen is
10%.
10, yeah.
And Zero is just now starting this one. They're doubling it, actually.
So they're in a bad position where where the totem that they know of is right next to a gen. So there's no safe way to get that totem.
Absolutely not, no. And then there's no reason for them to be in main right now either. So they're not going to find that one. I feel like you pre-ban this knowing she has live. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Then you break that too. But now she gets...
Yeah,
you leave, right? Yeah, you leave.
I think we're just going to see a war of attrition now. Just burning out resources. That feels like what's going to happen. Oh, wow. We're actually getting on main totem.
Oh, do we find it? Oh, we find it. Okay. And I'm guessing they just hope that it's Ruin.
They just have to hope.
Claudette's got healed up.
We are definitely going to get this totem out. It's just a question of, is it drill or ruin?
Let's see. Moment of truth.
It was ruin.
That was ruin.
Wow. Oh, that sucks really bad. But now we have eruption.
Yeah, now he's gonna apply eruption to gens and then go back and forth between the two.
I'm expecting him to play a lot more aggressive now. Like the next person he sees is going down. Though we're not really doing anything, are we?
No, he's not finding anyone. I think he goes. He sees that this is no longer aggressing, and then he just sticks near it. You gonna find Ace's favorite hiding spot? No.
Nope.
Nia's trying to bait the chase.
Very
Ooh.
nice dodge.
Now we go back to the gen, and then we see that it's... Oh, actually, he's cross-mapping to Claudette's gen. Okay, so now you got eruption on both of them.
We're rotating off, I guess? Okay.
Okay, just look behind the wall, Stan.
We're definitely searching now.
Oh,
Not the right area, though.
no.
But we're resting here.
So now we go right back to eruption. Did they stop it from regressing? No, they didn't stop it from regressing, so Stan's getting gaslit right now.
Just a little bit. Ooh.
Oh, did he see Claudette?
Yep, he
Yeah,
saw
he
her.
did.
Good. I was gonna have words if we didn't see her.
Yeah.
Oh, so
man,
close.
that was close.
And there's a life. Well played. We gotta leave this. There's nothing here.
No, go back to the other gen. There we go.
Please check behind this wall. Oh my god.
Whew.
You know, maybe instead of
Oh, wait.
throwing-
Did he see? Surely he saw them this time, right? Still no.
No.
He was just behind the hay bales.
I'm starting to wonder if he should have brought nowhere to hide instead of thrill.
Maybe.
Ooh.
She's just trying to
We're
bait the
baiting
chase.
it. Yep. And that's
Yeah.
why. What?
You see-
Yep.
Oh, he gets it.
Wow. Well. You gotta bam this, yeah. That's down. Yep,
I was gonna say
there we
that's
go.
gotta be a down. Okay, gates open.
Assuming they just leave, this should be a 2K6.
That they just leave and take the Oh, maybe not.
This is ballsy. I don't see this working out for them.
Oh, he saw her.
Oh yeah. So close.
I love that little 360 this stand does.
Question
Uh-oh.
is, how do we get around the Nia like that, I guess?
We let Claudette get herself out.
We don't get around the Nia. We remove her from the equation.
Exactly.
I think now,
Oh,
yeah,
you're
they
taking her
leave.
closer to the exit. No, go back. Yeah.
I wonder if they're scared of Bloodwarden. Well, if they
I doubt it.
if
They've called
they
out.
were, they definitely should have left
Oh.
earlier.
You say they. Oh, well, yeah. The only perk they didn't clock was Eruption because there's no value out of it.
Yeah.
Just because Ruin stayed up so long. All right. 7 states, 2 kills.
Yeah,
Not bad.
2K7. Solid result. How do we feel after that?
That was actually pretty interesting. I'll say this. I feel like when it was like my first set in, despite like having the restrictions on for the perks and just like no add-ons, I think one thing I definitely probably could have did like that was like a little bit better was at least try to like camp the hook a bit more, because as soon as I like left the hook, that's when I knew I was probably like fumbling the entire game up.
Yeah, they are very coordinated, very ready for a save the moment you give an inch of distance.
Yeah, and I might have gave like a bit too much distance stats. Like my head immediately just told me, oh, I knew things were going like a little bit wrong there. No, but those other 2 sets, they were pretty interesting though. I did find it weird though on the third one, because I feel like on the third one, despite having like both the add-ons on, like it was kind of easy since I got like that one down before like a single gen like kind of popped.
Yeah, I think the engravings and boots, you could tell that was your comfort zone. There were a couple of chainsaw sprints in the earlier 2 where you didn't have those, where it's like, oh, that would have hit if there was engravings, or oh, that would have been a curve if it was, or if it was the boots, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I noticed because like there were like a lot of saws where instead of me trying to play for like just curves without those add-ons, I was basically just like hitting M2 like consistently and just like moving around. It was kind of hard to get those downs because, you know, when I'm like really far away and like my speed's kind of small, it gives like the survivors a good opportunity to just like crouch tech or like do dodges. But now with like engravings and like overdrive together, I felt like it was just pretty easy to like kind of get the downs. But it was all about the zoning at the end of the day though. Although the map kind of made it a bit challenging because, you know, the collisions were a bit like too much. But it's a usual thing though. There's nothing really to worry about.
So that actually leads into one of the first questions I want to ask is, for this map specifically, what do you feel could be changed aside from like pallet density? Because pallet density is overdrive right now.
Yeah, I'd say the only thing they should probably change, but besides like the pallet density, 'cause I felt like the pallets weren't as bad as compared to like some of the other maps. But the one thing I wish they would probably change is like improving like the collision zones, because I think there were like some spots. There was that one like pallet that was next to main building where it had like a fence on it, and when I tried to like curve it, I was like randomly bumping into like invisible collisions. Same with like the hay bales, because some of the hay bales were a bit inconsistent. Like there were like some of them that had a lot of collision because they were like shaped like pretty sharp, like rectangular prisms, for example. And then there was like some other like hay bales where you could just like completely do like a huge turn. So it was hard to like memorize which spots were like proper to like just play for saws and which ones where I'm like better off just playing for like a zone. Otherwise, just doing a saw will just make me miss regardless.
So when it comes to Billy, would you say that his home field, that being the Thompson house, is in like your top half of the maps for him, or bottom half, or where would you place it?
I would personally say like for Thompson house, it's got to be somewhere like towards the middle. I mean, it's honestly, I think one thing I can confirm like is definitely a pretty decent map for Billy, because you know when you're dealing with like the dead zones and just filler pallets is probably like your worst enemy. It's really good for mobility. I guess the only challenge to face is like say you deal with a chase like towards the top side of the map where the main building is. So know like they have like a bunch of like loops like sort of connected with each other. But I mean, hey, it's at least better than dealing with like an indoor map that has like a bunch of pallets stacked together or like 2 windows like back to back, because it's less painful to deal with that. Well, you know, with Cold Wind, than it is to deal with something like in Hawkins, where like almost every spot has just collisions like everywhere, and it's just kind of sharp.
And what would you say for you is your favorite map to play on as Billy?
I feel like my favorite map to play on as Billy, if we're not counting pallet density, I would say Cold Tower. But if we are counting pallet density, I'd say Wrecker's Yard. Because I mean, Wrecker's Yard is just pretty much like you have a shack in the middle and just like normal different loops and like tiles, and you can easily know what's like the best spot to start hooking in. But also on the other hand, it could be a bit of a handful if you try to like hook like towards basement, because like that's in the middle, and sometimes you never know if you're gonna have like a decent like 3-gen placement in the map. But it all depends on the play style at the end of the day.
Is there anything you feel like you could have brought differently in terms of these games? Because I know you made some adjustments after the first match, and then for the third match, you were out to bring whatever. Do you feel like you had adequate value of what you brought, or what would you have done differently looking back?
I felt like I did bring like the right sort of builds. I feel like what really should have changed up more was definitely like, you know, how I was like kind of like playing like my game sense. Because I mean, it was pretty obvious to like know like from the first game in, I was like doing like some like pretty small mistakes that ended up kind of like screwing me over pretty bad. I know like, you know, the second game it got a bit better. Third game was kind of close, although I should have probably like watched like the gens a little more, or at least just figured out if there was like one of the survivors while they were like stealthing, since it's usually like the normal situation in a 3v1.
Nick, do you want to be the one to tell him about Ace in the last match?
He was right next to that gen. Every time you went back to it, the gen that was close to your thrill, he was like either right behind the wall or right behind the hay bale.
Oh my god! Wait, like literally towards like the corner of the map?
Yeah.
Every time you went there, he was within 5 meters of your location.
And there was one time you checked behind the hay bales, and he was behind the wall instead, and you just wound up leaving instead of checking the tile.
Oh yeah, and for a sec I almost thought the survivors were like sort of stealthing towards like the middle of the map, where especially I was like so focused on the Claudia on Cowtree, I thought she was just stealthing towards like the corner of like some of like the rocks that were like outside. I think like my mind was just focused on her on that one.
Yeah, there was one point that she actually ran up towards main instead of staying in that corner.
Ooh, wait, were they like healing with someone? Like were they like injured during that?
I believe at this point they were healthy.
Oh,
did you go up and give Nia the heal? I don't know how Nia got healed.
I believe that was with Ace.
Oh, okay.
I remember Nia was trying to bait chase towards main at one point.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was yeah. They were incredibly good at calling out when you were sprinting to the other side and getting and preparing for that.
No, it was actually like really smart how they like played that out though. Mm-hmm. Shout out to them though. They played that pretty amazing. It was a great time.
Yeah, I think that's basically everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got on my end as well.
Yep.
But no, it was again, it was a pretty great experience. Definitely taught me a lot more about how to like improve, especially like how to play better mechanically with Billy.
Oh, you still did extremely well. That one chainsaw sprint at Shack to block the window was very impressive.
Oh yeah. It can be hard to tell if a survivor is going to try to like flare far away, or they just immediately full send on the window. You never even know what the decision making can be. That one was quite a challenge.
Yeah, but for your case there, you literally picked the perfect option. They either went for the window and died, or you blocked it and they died anyway.
Yeah, I think at one point I tried to curve. I think it was like a Claudia at like the window. I tried to like curve them, and for some reason it was a bit too wide, because I was trying to go a little bit far, assuming that she wasn't gonna hop the window, but then she like full sent it. That's when I knew it was like one of those few decisions where, oh my god, okay, I gotta switch it up, or just maybe just flare it a little more.
Do you often play in comp settings like this, or was this something new to you?
This was more like a once in a while thing for me, because I don't usually play like in a lot of like comp settings a ton, or just like, you know, usually do scrims. Because I think the last time I actually did one before was probably about I'd say like half a year ago. Except they tried to do it with like no restrictions, and I think we were literally playing on like Blood Lodge. At the time, I'm pretty sure that was like Billy's like main map in DBDL.
It looks like they've recently pivoted to Mount Ormond and Shelter Woods. This is 2 maps.
Specifically Ormond 2.
Oh, is it Ormond 2?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's listed as Mount Ormond Resort 2.
Huh.
I don't know why it's that one specifically. I don't know enough about it to explain.
Yeah, I wish it was just the first one though. First one's easier to memorize.
Yeah, unless anyone else has something to say, thank you so much for playing for this.
Oh yeah, no problem. Honestly, it was a pleasure to do this. Had a really great time with it.
Yeah. And of course, thank you for joining me on casting, Nick.
Yeah, thank you, Zach, and thank you, Stan. Good to
I know.
see both of you again.
Yeah,
great to see
it
y'all.
won't be the last
Anyway.
time you're here.
Yeah.